Hello, I'm Fencka and welcome to another episode of Let's Play Kingsbound to the Dark Side. The previous episode was a bit shorter after I unexpectedly killed myself in an Armageddon, so hopefully nothing like that would happen today. I replayed the previous episode off camera, did the same things that I did in the previous episode, except of course the final Armageddon. This time I actually remembered to transform all spies into those little girls and survive. So here we are standing in front of Maedrilaid, this time with his blood, and hopefully we'll finally get to the end of the Mystery of Ireland Island questline. This thing is ridiculously long. It's by far the longest questline in the game so far. So, let's see what's gonna happen. I still have a feeling that you'll have to fight this guy, but who knows. Let's find out. You are back, Bloodthirsty. Did you get my blood? Yes, here it is. Let's give him the blood. I hope you didn't drink any of it. Thanks to Well. No, how could you think that? To have you as my ally is more important to me than this blood. Excellent, just excellent. And now, Vampire, you should stand back and close your eyes as tight as possible. Okay. He's not a ghost anymore. Oh, so nice to have a body again. I'm breathing. I forgot what that feels like. And it's all thanks to you, my vampire friend. The importance of breathing is overrated. I'm doing quite well without it. Anyway, I fulfilled my terms, Maedrilaid, and now it's your turn to help me. Not really. Again, something. Not so fast, Toothy. I have my body back, and I've forgotten many things that I knew before, during my long years of unlife. You mean that you're useless? I should have drunk your blood. At least that would have done some good. Hey, leave my blood alone. I'm not useless at all, but all of my most powerful spells and curses are written in my book, The Necromancer's Grimoire. Bring it here, and I'll regain my former strength and power. Really? Another part of the questline? What can we tell him? How do you know that it was not destroyed? And why do I need you if all the strength is the book? Okay, let's start from the top. I wrote it in my blood, and it's connected to my spirit, my body, and my mind. Believe me, I know that it wasn't destroyed. Okay, so that's one thing. Good to know that it's actually there somewhere. Now, let's figure out why do we need him. That won't be so easy, my bloodthirsty friend, for the book is written in a special code which only I know. Believe me, it's impossible to crack. Okay, and where can I search for this book? I'm sure it's being kept somewhere in the castle's library, probably under lock and key. You'll have to infiltrate the castle and find out where it is. Use cunning rather than force, my friend. Force will work just fine. I guess by castle he means the Ireland castle. It should be clear now. I didn't like the key part because I have no idea where we'd get a key. Did we get a key maybe from him? No, he didn't give us anything. Which way? This way. I think after this, when we deliver the book, that's where we're gonna have to fight him. Which way do we want, or do we need to fly the other way? He'll tell us something like, now when I have my grimoire, why would I serve you? And we'll have to fight him. And after we defeat him, we'll force him to serve us. That will be my guess. Yes, I want to enter the castle. Let's see, a library. I'll probably check all the shelves with books because I don't remember seeing a library here. Just some books here and there. Okay, on this side, that was armory. Doubt that you'd find any books there. Oh, do we just have to talk to Nazimus and that's it? Greetings, blood-sucking master. How can your worthless slave serve you? That's the right attitude. I like that. Okay, let me check. It's just dragon's gem or heart. Okay. I wanted to make sure that we didn't miss some cost items. I'm looking for a book, a very rare book written by Maedrilaid the mage many years ago. Do you know anything about it? Maedrilaid's grimoire, which no one can decipher. What do you need it for? Even though it's none of my business, I kept that book for many years. Here it is. Nazimus give you a huge volume that looks quite menacing. That was easy. Excellent, Nazimus. You have proven to be quite useful. Cool. Come on. I really hope that this is the last part of the quest line. Because for some time this was just go out of the cave, find something, go back, rinse and repeat 10 times. Gets kind of boring. You are back, Bloodthirsty. I hope you've obtained the Necromancer's Grimoire. Yes, here it is. Maedrilaid takes the Necromancer's Grimoire. Finally! After fewer than 700 years, I'm free again, full of life and strength, and I have my grimoire. Well, I've complied with all your requests, and now it's time for you to meet the obligations undertaken. And watch how he's gonna refuse. Yeah. After a while, you just really can predict what the game is gonna do. Obligations. But I didn't promise you anything, Petty Vampire. If you thought I'd help you after you helped me, you were deeply mistaken. No, I will conquer this beautiful world myself and for myself alone. Now I won't make the same mistake I did the first time. I'm grateful to you, Bloodthirsty, but did you really think that some undead creature could be a peer to the great elven mage of ancient times? And surely I'm not going to execute the commands of some blood-sucking corpse. Dude, I'm so gonna kill you. It seems that no elf's word can be trusted, even if it's dark elves, especially if it's dark elves. I'll have to teach you a lesson, you arrogant sorcerer. Okay, I hope that he's not strong enough to kill all our spies on the first turn. Oh, that was nothing. What else do you have? Oh, he has dark creatures of nature, or the corrupted creatures of nature. Okay. Because he wasn't fast enough. This should be quite easy if we have enough mana. Some of these stacks are quite strong. Let's start. Yeah, this looks good. This will affect 4 stacks. And now we just keep spamming Armageddon. would be really annoying to fight with the normal army, and I was always going for no losses. With this Frost Snake, or how it's spelled called, he can cast it like 9 more times. It's not doing that much damage, but he would be just spamming it all the time. It would be hard to do this without losses. Well, this is going faster than I expected. I could try to do this without losses. I mean, we have enough mana. And my guess would be that this is the last fight on Arlon. So I don't really have to worry about Calm Rage. If we end up with 0 mana after this fight, who cares? So let's try... Where is it? Here. How many can we resurrect? Oh, we need only 2 resurrections. Okay. Shouldn't kill everything yet. Some spiders at least should stay alive. Wait. You know what? Let's just move away from that zone. I mean, it shouldn't do anything, but I'm not 100% sure. Oh, come on. No! And because of that howl, probably won't be able to control our units for a while. That means you can't cast spells. This could be a very long fight if those werewolves just keep spamming the hull. Let's check. Can we see it? I don't mind that he's resurrecting some stacks, because they'll just give us more mana when they die, and finally we can again do something. I think... Can they use... Oh, the Howl has only 1 charge. I thought it's just recharging like every 3 turns. Never mind. What I wanted to say was that I thought that the AI could make this an endless fight, but, well, since the Howl can't be recharged, it wouldn't work. Good. Let's get some mana back. perfect. That was enough. I was afraid that if one spider stays alive, he'd soak the sloan and we'd have to handle 5,000 spiders again. So, who is the better mage, Maedrilaid? That's a lot of experience. Have mercy, mighty bloodthirsty killer. I didn't know you were that strong. I take back my words. I'm ready to serve you and the spirit of darkness faithfully. Yeah, now you want to serve. Can you kill him? I'm not sure if I want to kill him. Because, well, that's the thing. It's possible that he'll just become another specialist in the shelter, and that means we could maybe get some caster items from him, and I probably shouldn't pass on that opportunity. So let's go with the second option. So be it, Nasty Elf, I forgive you. But if you dare make me doubt your loyalty again, I don't know. I'll be a good bad elf. I won't disappoint you anymore, wise vampire. So you will help me convert Arlon to the dark? It's not that simple, my blooded master. What do you know about Arlon and its ancient history? I suspect not much, so allow me to share a little bit of my knowledge with you. I'm always open to new knowledge, Elf. Arlon is an unusual island. It was created ages ago by Maedrilaid, the mage, for his beloved. But it's not easy to create islands, and Maedrilaid used the magic crystal of unbelievable power which he had obtained after the Dragon Wars. As long as this crystal exists, the island does too. Okay. But the crystal has another property. It absorbs the feelings and thoughts of those who are near it. As long as it stays in the hands of the light, you can't convert the island to the dark, no matter how hard you might try. But once someone like you or me touches it, the island will immediately pass into the power of the dark. Okay, sounds easy. This make our task easier, Elf. We need only find this crystal and touch it. Yes and no, Dad. The crystal is in the dungeon of the royal castle. Oh, really? There's a dungeon? Which was built above it. You must infiltrate the castle, warn out of Nazimus the Blind how to enter the... What? You must infiltrate the castle, warn out of Nazimus the Blind how to enter the secret dungeon, defeat the guards of the crystal, okay? King Tyrantis may be there too, and only then we'll be able to get to the crystal. Let's just find out more. Tell me about Nazimus the Blind. Nazimus the Blind. I was his friend and student long ago. What? I thought that Nazimus was actually a Maedrilaid student, not the other way around. We were together for many years performing magic experiments and creating new spells. When I realized that I didn't belong to the light, I came to him. I thought that the indomitable fire of the dark was burning in his soul too. But I was wrong. He tried to stop me. I should have killed him then, but I couldn't. Perhaps there's still some dark in him. Yeah, taken care of that already. What about the king? Tyrantis. I love his very name. He led the united army of elves, humans, and dwarves that fought against me. I thought that the light inside him would make him soft and weak, but I was wrong. He proved himself to be a competent warlord, a tough, exacting, and strong-willed commander. You should be fair of him, for he is the most dangerous of enemies. Okay. And what else? Now let's talk about the crystal a bit more. The Heart of Arlon, a magic artifact of unprecedented power that supports the existence of the whole island. I'm not going to describe to you those numerous experiments that Nazimus the Blind and I performed on back in the day. Just remember how you can defile it. You must put your hands on it and recall the most splendid thing in your life. If you do everything right, the crystal will be filled with darkness. Okay, excellent, my bloodthirsty master. In the meantime, I'll issue a call through caves and dungeons to gather dark elves able to help our common cause. Can you buy something from me? We can. No, we can't. Never mind. And what is this? I assisted Nazimus with dark ritual, and I found out where the elves are hiding their magic crystal. As you warned me, it's guarded by Tyrantis himself. And why are we telling him this? We already know it. But they're waiting for that. Go kill the scoundrel. You defeated me, so this Tyrantis won't be too hard for you to chew. Yeah. So back to the royal castle again. Defeat the king, carries the crystal. So hopefully this is just one fight. Just the king and nothing else. Because with this current build we are using, defeating heroes shouldn't be that hard. Heroes usually have armies with many stacks, so the strength of the army is spread amongst all these stacks, which means each of these stacks is a bit smaller. Like the worst matchup, let's call it this way, for this build are strong armies with only a few stacks that takes forever to kill. And when they are all arranged, then that's probably the worst thing, because they can kill all our spies before we can do anything. But I think heroes should be easy. Okay, where's the entrance? Do we have to ask Nazimus about it? No. Oh, we do have to ask him. Nazimus, can you tell me how I can get into the castle's dungeon? I thought you knew. Don't try my patience, wizard. No, that never crossed my mind. Alright, listen, there is a torch in the armor wall that's a little bit different from the others. You'll recognize it at once. Just pull it and it will open the door. Thank you. So the armor has some purpose after all. Looks different from the others. What? Oh, this one looks different. But, well, there really is not a huge difference. Uh-oh. Hello. What is this? That's not too bad. There's another one. Oh, this will be a pain in the ass. Can't avoid this first group, so just have to fight them. That wasn't too bad. And I almost killed myself again. I was already hovering about the spellbook, ready to cast the Armageddon before I transform anything. There. Now we can do some damage. So this looks like a good start. We should be able to do this without losses. We should have enough time to just resurrect everyone. have to make sure we have enough mana for all the fights in the dungeon. Burn is helping us save mana. Now, Calm Rage. This Armageddon should be free because we'll kill quite a few stacks. Well, almost free. Actually, did it happen in the wrong order? We first gained mana and then we cast the spell. Ah, whatever. Okay, that's the first guard gone. Is there anything interesting around here? Magic crystals, why not? But we are looking for our might runes, of course. Oh, let's be careful. Dig up something, maybe? No. I think we'll leave this for the next episode. We can still see 2 more armies, plus there will be the king somewhere, so this is probably like 30 more minutes before we can get to the crystal. So yeah, again, we are one step closer to the end of this quest line, but I think this is the end finally. Just get the crystal and it should be finally over, and then I think it's just Helvetia where we should get the last component for the Weapon of Vengeance, and then we can try to do something with the Spirit of Light. Oh, I think we are getting close to the end of the game, but who knows. It might be the same as with this quest line, where I already, like at this stage, I expected it to end at any moment. This is like 5 or 6 episodes later. We are still progressing through the quest line, so we'll see. As I said, this episode is over, so as usual, I hope that you liked it. I hope that you can join me for the next one again, and until then, have a good time. Bye bye.